So today I have, ooh, that was a weird intro. Anyway, today I have a high-end version of the little bit more of a dramatic first day of school kind of look to kind of shock the kids, you know, whatever. But it's going to be using all MAC products and one Nars blush, one mascara that is drugstore because it's my favorite mascara, and also Urban Decay Power Potion. So the majority of it is MAC, but some of the things aren't. But yeah, it's very like earth tony kind of color. It's like golden and browns and stuff, so it's very fall-y, which I really like autumn colors, leaves and stuff. This look that I'm wearing right now, and it's a little bit more dramatic for like school, but that depends. I mean, if you think this is like too dramatic, you can tone it down. If you think it's like not dramatic enough, you can always pump it up with more eyeliner and all that stuff. But overall, it's a look that I think is appropriate for school and is kind of poppy and showy. So let's get started with the tutorial. Yes. Okay, so first things first, I did my eyebrows because the eyebrows frame your eyes, which are the entrance to your soul, or something like that. So since this is an entirely MAC tutorial, I know that I'm going to be like cheating if I use Urban Decay Primer Potion, but I always use Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I'm going to use it right now and just apply that all over the lid, making sure not to tug on my eyelid, but more like tap on it. And put that on the brow bone and also underneath, because I am actually going to be using eyeshadow underneath, so do that. Now for this tutorial, I'm not only going to be using a blending brush, but I'm also going to be using my 239 brush from MAC. And I'm also going to be using the 210 brush, which is the little eyeliner brush. But the first thing that I'm going to do, apply my highlight, which is going to be Vanilla, which is a velvet shadow. Kind of see it there. But what I'm going to do with this is take my 239 brush and pick it up on the brush. Tap it off so there's not like a whole lot of fallout, even though this is kind of a not a translucent color, but it's a very light color, so it probably won't be very noticeable anyway. And I'm just going to pat that onto my brow bone. I like so. With this, I just feel like it gives a more like defined color, so you can kind of see it, whereas if you were like blending it everywhere, this is more of a light color, so it wouldn't show up as well. And then what I'm going to do is take this and have this on the inner third of my lid, just like this, so that it provides kind of a base for a lighter color to kind of, I don't know, what would you call this, fade into the inner portion of my eye. So I just applied that. Now what I'm going to do is take Amber Lights, which is kind of a golden color from MAC, and mine is like all crushed up and weird because I accidentally had it in one of my makeup bags one time and it got kind of crushed, but it's just a golden color. And I'm going to take this with my 239 as well and just kind of place that onto the lid. So I'm going to take a little bit of that, and you don't need a whole lot with this color because it's very strong. So just pat that on. And it's kind of a coppery gold rust kind of color. So after you've done that, now I'm going to take my blending brush and just kind of buff that so that it blends into the crease and everything very well, and it won't just look like a harsh like lid line, you know, because that's never attractive. So just blend that all in. And honestly, I used to like scrub my eyes with my crease brushes and it never blended very well. In fact, it just made it look muddy. So you want to use like a very, very, very light touch with this brush, especially because it does all the work for you. You don't even have to try. So just blend that, and there's that portion. Now I'm going to take Mulch, which is one of my favorite crease shadows from MAC, and it's just kind of a golden frosty brown. And I'm going to take my 239 once again and pick up quite a bit actually of the color. Tap off if you need to, and apply that onto the outer half, or the outer corner of the eye. Kind of give it the shape that you want it, and then we're going to blend it all out, because that's how we roll. Once again, very light touches. It really doesn't take a lot. Take a little bit more on the tip of my brush and just dot it where I want a little bit of extra. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is take my 239 once again and flip it over to the side that doesn't have a whole lot of color on it, and take vanilla again and just apply it over the inner corner again, the inner third, so that I get enough of a frosty effect on the inside. Now I'm going to take my 210 brush, which is this tiny little eyeliner brush, so you can use any eyeliner brush you want. I've also done this with an angled eyeliner brush, just anything that works for you. And I'm going to apply Black Track Fluid Line, which is a gel liner from MAC. So after I have done that, now I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply my favorite mascara, which is Maybelline's The Falsies Volume Express Mascara. And I really can't say enough good things about this. It's got this really cool brush shape, which is like a spoon. It's not exactly a curve, and it's not exactly flat. It's more of like a little dip in the middle, and then it just looks like a regular brush on the other side. But it, like, I don't know, it just coats your lashes really well, and I love the formula, so that's probably one of my favorites right now. So if you were looking for a good cheap mascara, get that one. And there you go, you are done with the eyes. It's very easy, it's actually pretty quick, and it uses all MAC products, so if you're going for a more high-end, more dramatic look, it'd be perfect. Now to accent it, I'm also going to be using Nars's Cactus Flower Blush, and I'm just applying that with a Sephora stippling brush. Lastly, for lips, I'm going to be using Creme Cup Cream Sheen Lipstick by MAC. So I'm just going to apply that. Now, once again, I really hate it when I have like really heavy lipstick on and you can tell that I have lipstick on. So I like to kind of blend it out with my finger and kind of pick up the excess that is just kind of laying on top of the lips with my finger. Now I'm going to take MAC's Plushglass lip gloss kind of, in Full Filled, and I love this. I didn't realize it was a plumper, but it is, so yay. It almost smells like coffee and caramel, which I love. So there you go. That's the back to school look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, you can get all of these things on the MAC website. You can get them on Nars' website if you're looking for the blush, but the majority of it is MAC. You can also get Maybelline's mascara at Target, anywhere that is a drugstore, and you can get Urban Decay's Primer Potion at Sephora or Ulta, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you guys later for another back to school tutorial. So peace out, home dogs.